The people who clicked onto this video fall into one of two categories. A, you think I'm absolutely absurd for putting out a video that would potentially end my career. Or B, you're feeling some type of way about the title. Maybe you even relate to it and you're looking for answers. Well, in this video, I have to apologize to everyone in Group A. I am not about to say things that will ruin my career. Rather, I will be answering the questions that this title poses. I hate my job. Now what? We're living in times when moving from one company to the other is not the craziest thing in the world. Even though our parents stayed in the same company from the time they joined till they retired, that isn't what we're expected to do anymore. Call it the mental health movement or just a change in times. But now we have the option. We can choose the better salaries. We can choose better corporate environments. Now, before you leave here and say, oh my word, Michelle said I should just jump ship, go to another job, I need to ask you these questions and be extremely honest with yourselves. To be honest, I answer these questions all the time as well. Now, when you say you hate your job and you just cannot stand what you do you hate your job or do you hate the people you're working with? If, say, you were to do the exact same job in a completely different environment, do you think you'd feel a little bit more satisfied? Do you think maybe it's the corporate culture that you're not too keen on? And maybe if you switched locations, switched companies, and still did the same job, you'd be happy? Do you not like your job because you don't like your manager? If in any of these scenarios you didn't like the other thing, then the question really is, are you leaving for the right reasons? So now, going back to the original question, I hate my job, now what? I'll give you my 2 cents. If in any of these scenarios you hated the other thing and not your actual job, it might not be the right time for you to leave. I'm not going to tell you to go speak to HR or go start a union or anything, because obviously these are things that are either publicized in your company. There may be some ways you can change certain things. But what I will tell you is this: your boss is not going to be there forever. The people you work with are also not permanent. And the corporate culture is definitely something that you can change. So if you love your job, but you hate the place that you're working in, before you jump ship, try to change it and let me know how that goes. If you made it this far in the video, you're probably wondering, so are you telling me I should be like my parents and never leave the company? And no, that's not what I'm saying at all. In fact, if you really want to move to another company, go for it. But let these be your motivating factors. 1, you're potentially getting a better package in another company. And Forbes does say that in order for people to increase their salaries in the long run, they do need to switch from company to company. 2, you're being offered an amazing role in another company that your company is not giving you. Growth needs to be prioritized above everything. And 3, you've done every single thing in your power to change the environment you're working in, but nothing has worked, nobody seems to be taking responsibility, and you just don't fit into the corporate culture. If that's the case, move on along. I'll give you a pat on the back for making that big jump.